Hey, Turnbuckle King here. Gonna go over the AEW Full Gear 2023 live stream commentary reaction. We'll react to the Full Gear event that happened last night, and much more will be explained. Stay tuned. All right. So we'll go over each of the matches, give my final grade of what it is. Thank you all for coming out on for YouTube, also X, and also Facebook. We'll cut off on those platforms shortly. We'll be on there a little bit. If you want to catch the rest, come on to Red Carpet Ring on YouTube as always. With that being said, let's get into it. All right, so Full Gear, November 18th. We start off with 1 hour pre-show before the event. We have here Eddie Kingston versus Jay Lethal for the ROH World Championship. Eddie Kingston retains his ROH World Championship. Good way to kick off the 0 hour event. Eddie Kingston cut out a little promo, do what he do, run his mouth, and mocking Stokely, the president or director of Ring of Honor. Next, we have a match that was announced on Rampage, or was it Collision? But anyway, the day before, it was Claudio versus Buddy Matthews one-on-one, and we had Claudio defeat Buddy Matthews on a one-on-one match. Claudio tried to extend his hand for Buddy Matthews to shake after the match, and Buddy Matthews shrugged it off, but kind of bumped him, and he walked off the stage. So I don't see this feud being over. It's just the beginning, but I'm interested to see how it pans out in the future. Next, we have MJF and a mystery partner versus the Guns for the ROH World Tag Championship. Of course, Adam Cole is still injured with an ankle injury, and MJF told Adam Cole he would defend the championships to the best of his ability. Turned out that mystery partner was Samoa Joe. And yes, MJF and Samoa Joe were able to work good together and retain the ROH World Tag Team Championship. Also, there was a little stipulation that MJF and Samoa Joe agreed upon each other. If Samoa Joe helped MJF retain these championships against the Guns, he would get a future one-on-one match for the AEW World Championship. So we will see that somewhere down in the future, but all depends if MJF beat Jay White tonight. Next up, we have the regular event of the show, 0 hours over. We have Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne versus Adam Copeland, his first match at an AEW pay-per-view. Darby Allin and Sting, the trios match. And Adam Copeland, Darby Allin, and Sting, they won the match. And Ric Flair was ringside. And I know Darby Allin cut little promos, dropping F-bombs. It was different but interesting. But congratulations to those guys. Next match we have one of the matches that I've been looking forward to, AEW International Championship match. Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley. All two, they had the first encounter at All Out, where Orange Cassidy lost to Jon Moxley and lost the International Championship. It did not turn out this way this time. Orange Cassidy was able to defeat Jon Moxley in a great match and solidify the win that he always wanted as AEW International Champion. And I could definitely see big things for Orange Cassidy in the near future. Him being an AEW World Champion, just want to point that out there. A great match by both gentlemen. And of course, Moxley bleeds every match, but that's inevitable. That's how Jon Moxley did. Next match we have Hikaru Shida, the AEW Women's World Champion, versus Timeless Toni Storm, one-on-one for the championship. And Toni Storm, as I predicted, won the match. She defeated Hikaru Shida. She put a little metal plate in her buttocks area, and she did her butt move to Hikaru Shida, knocked her out, did a finisher, 1, 2, 3. new champion. Toni Storm is the second three-time AEW Women's World Champion. And Kushida once again had another boring title reign. Please do not put this belt on this woman no more, Tony Khan. She's done. She's boring. Next up, we have the four-way tag team match, and this was for a ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. LFI versus the champions Ricky Starks and Big Bill. FTR versus House of Black. And Ricky Starks and Big Bill, as I predicted, retained the World Tag Championships when they retrieved the championships from the ladder. So it was a solid match by these guys. So good, congrats to retain their titles. Next up, we have another match I was looking forward to. TBS Championship, Chris Statlander champion versus Julia Hart and Sky Blue in a three-way match. Another prediction I had correct. Julia Hart was I thought, because I know she's on a rise. She's only 22, but great win by her. I'm looking forward to see how Julia Hart TBS Championship run is going to go. Julia Hart is the official third woman to hold this championship, as Jade Cargill was the first, Chris Statlander was 2, and now Julia Hart is number 3, and she's the youngest too. So next up, we have another match that was off the charts. Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland, part 2 of their Texas Death Match. And I have to say, this was better than their first match, and their first match was solid. Now, we had outside interference from Brian Cage. You know, I call him Musclehead because he looks like he's been on straight juice. Musclehead beat up Adam Page, but Adam Page got him back. And then he put the manager, Yaya Prince, whatever his name is, to a table. But Swerve Strickland defeated Adam Page using the chain, similar to how Adam Page defeated Jon Moxley at Revolution earlier this year. So that was good. And also got a little side note on this. I don't see this feud being over. Not by a long shot. Next up, we have the Golden Jets. Horrible name for a tag team. Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho on the tag team versus Young Bucks. If the Golden Jets were to lose against the Young Bucks would, to get back with Omega, and the Golden Jets would expand. If the Golden Jets won, they would grab the championship opportunity of the Young Bucks that they have for the AEW World Tag Team Championships in the future. I thought Young Bucks may have won, but they lost. And Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho prevailed, and they won. Like I said, not a bad match. I'm just not a big fan of the Bucks and Omega. They do a super kick. It's so competitive, but it was an alright match, I guess. Young Bucks, they should be called the Young Crybabies because they really threw a fit after losing. They was hitting the chairs. They wasn't shaking hands. I noticed every time Young Bucks lose, even if feud against FTR earlier this year when they lost the tag team championship match, they don't never shake nobody's hand. They're misfits. They're brats. They're babies. It should be called the Young Brats because these guys are brats. And I'm tired of these super kicking wannabes, these old super kicking Shawn Michaels wannabe tag team. I'm tired of these guys. They get on my nerves. I'm kind of glad they lost, and they need to go somewhere with that. I don't like those guys. Young Bucks, Young Brats. They can go somewhere else with that nonsense. Storyline or not storyline. So, whatever. Next up, we have the main event. It's the match of the match. We got Maxwell Jacob Freeman, a.k.a. MJF, defending his AEW World Championship that was stolen from by Jay White. And Adam Cole was at ringside. This was a good match, great story. There was points that Jay White could have got the win, but he didn't. He took the dynamite ring. He tried to get MJF with it. MJF low-blowed him. Good spot in the match. And MJF got Jay White with the dynamite ring. Got him 1, 2, 3. That was it. MJF is still champion. And this marks a milestone because Full Gear 2022 is when MJF won the championship at the at the event when he faced Jon Moxley, the previous champion. And now he's here live in color. He's the champion and he retains. So big win for MJF. And he will start that feud with Samoa Joe since, he gave him that promise. So I like that a lot. So let's see what else going on. Comments we have. Brilliance Goodbread, thanks for coming out. That's how he really act. He's talking about the Young Bucks and their very childish behavior. He said facts. Thanks, that appreciate coming out, bro. But let's mention another part of Full Gear. We have the signing of Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay was the big announcement Tony Khan was referring to as far as who's going to join All Elite Wrestling. Now, there were rumors it was Ronda Rousey because she was at the ROH taping. There were rumors it was Goldberg. But Will Ospreay. Now, this was shocking. Now, for what I was told from, sources that I read, Will Ospreay contract with New Japan isn't up to February next year. Now, he did say he had more days to, come with the contract with New Japan. And, of course, he likes to perform in TNA. He was at Bound and Glory in both the recent pay-per-view they had, which was, I can't think of the name. I think it was Not Hard to Kill, but the other one they just had. It was a great event. He had great matches in both pay-per-views. Did his thing. Much respect to Will Ospreay. He is really a master of his craft. He's one of the hottest. He was the hottest free agent, but not anymore. But the turning point, he did his thing. He had that match with Eddie Edwards. Great talent. Now I knew he wasn't going to go to WWE. I knew it was either AEW or a slight chance WWE. So I knew he's here. Look out for Will Ospreay. Gonna be a great feuds. I'm looking forward to a Will Ospreay Kenny Omega feud. Chris Jericho. Well, he already faced Chris Jericho. Many others. And potentially gonna be AEW World Champion. So big ups to Will Ospreay. Congratulations to him. Comes to All Elite Wrestling. I just hope his character doesn't get watered down like Jay White and be watered down like Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, just to name a few. But congratulations to Will Ospreay coming to AEW. I don't know, you guys let me know, what do you think of him signing with All Elite Wrestling? Should he have went to WWE? Should he have went to TNA? Or should he just remain in New Japan? Who knows? But he is with AEW. It's official. He was the big announcement. I know people thought it was others, but I'm surprised he made this announcement early. Like I said, February was supposed to be when his contract was up. I would have expected this at one thing I didn't like about this, I wish this announcement would have been made later. Maybe at the World's End, a new pay-per-view that will be December December next month for AEW, or last Dynamite of the year. Something big he should have done. It should have been announced at Full Gear. What's needed. Tony Khan sometimes be reaching, but I know he's trying to do as a businessman. He's trying to do whatever he can to get the views, to get the signings, and get the money, everything. But congratulations to Will Ospreay coming to AEW. I just really hope he is utilized properly and the booking is correct and he is not a watered down version of what we've been seeing lately from him, and definitely a watered down version of what he has done in his career in New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he spent pretty much his whole career until now. So congratulations to Will Ospreay. He is a member of All Elite Wrestling. Now, the final part. What is my final grading on the AEW Full Gear event? What do I grade this event? My final grade is a 4 out of 5, which is a B. Great matches, great card. I'd say the match I did not care for. I did not care for this particular match. I consider Kuroshita is boring. And Tony Storm is all right. There was just no good chemistry here. I remember when they faced off each other before, the chemistry wasn't all that. So this was not one of my best matches. Another match I wasn't a fan of, this Golden Jets versus Young Bucks, is just so repetitive. These guys do the same thing every match. So big fan of those two matches. Other than that, everything else was seemed up to par. Very, very good event. Very good Full Gear. AEW's been doing very good with their pay-per-views all year around. Greatly appreciate what they're doing. I just want to see more of it. And hopefully we get that new streaming service later on. But other than that, my grade, it stands 4 out of 5. It's a B. One an A. It could have been an A, but it was definitely a B. So, but like I say, great event. I don't have too many complaints regarding that. So that's what I have as far as that. Yes, good Brad. Thank you. Appreciate your input, brother. And that's all I have regarding the AEW Full Gear 2023 full live stream commentary reaction on the live chat right now and also on the playback. Let me know what you think of Full Gear. Do you agree with my grade? Do you think it was better than a B? Or do you think it was mediocre? Or you just flat out didn't care? I like to hear all your comments. I greatly appreciate it. Soon 2 videos will pop up. One will be WWE SmackDown November 17th special moments. Next video will be AEW Full Gear 2023 full match by match preview expectations. It'll be the Full Gear 2023 my predictions of what I think of each match before Full Gear started. Until then, it is OUT.